Well, hello there and greetings to you. It is Matthew McDonald here, and I hope you've had an amazing Christmas and New Year's Eve break. I just wanted to send you this quick video greeting here and show you some of the new features inside of the new release of Evergreen Webinar Plugin version 1.1, or it's version 1.1.1. And what we've got now is GDPR compliance is built into the tool, which is super easy. And if you don't know what GDPR is all about, just go ahead and Google it. In a nutshell, if you're in the Europe, or you have clients in the Europe, or you have audience in the Europe, basically they need to tick a box now to say that yes, you can send me emails, or yes, you can use my personal data however you plan to use it. So this obviously affects our internet marketing very much. So the first new product that has it implemented is the Evergreen Webinar Plugin. Plus, for the premium members, we've got some super cool new graphical features to do with tracking your viewers. So tracking how long they're actually in the Evergreen webinar. And that way, if people are leaving early, you'll be able to quickly discover that. So I'm going to quickly show you, this is going to be a quick video here, the new features inside, and you can go ahead and update your package from inside of the Evergreen Webinar Super Awesome plugin. So here we go, we are in the Evergreen Webinar plugin, and we can see a new option here called GDPR compliance. And just a quick word here, what I'm actually doing with this one, I'm kind of trying stuff out, is I'm actually calling it a replay. So if you don't have the premium version 1 and you want to do a replay, you can actually create a new Evergreen webinar and actually call it a replay starting soon, and people still have to sign up to actually be in it. But if you've got the premium version, then in the webinar settings you do have the option to activate the replay link. Just a quick side note. So here we go. I've set up my opt-in form. Another quick side note, if you can edit these input fields, so I've got here first name and registered email. You just click in there and you can type. You can call it whatever you want. So if you don't see it here, I just try and make this as intuitive as possible, so you can just click there and actually change the input text. So back on track, GDPR compliance. All we need to do is check this box, and when we do this, we see we get a new grey box in here, contact permissions. We will contact you for this reason, and then basically they need to click I agree to be contacted via email, or you can edit this text as well, to be able to opt in. So if they don't opt in, if they don't check this box, they're not able to get into the training. So if you activate GDPR compliance with this tool, people have to agree to be in it, and then when you actually view the user, which we'll do in just a moment, you'll be able to see that they have checked this box. So if, for instance, you run different campaign in the US and a different campaign for the Europe, then you can know straight away from the contacts list here if they have ever activated the GDPR compliance. And I'll show you that in a moment when we actually look at the contact. So checking this, I've got all the customization options here. If you don't see this, then it's probably not checked. Go ahead and check it. And then you can just fill this out to however you want, and you get the preview there. Save changes, and now just like that, your Evergreen webinar is GDPR compliant. Now, if we go to attendees here, we can see I'm an attendee here. I'm just going to go to myself here, and you can see when I've signed up for it, we've got here GDPR checked. So you'll have that under the contact. That contact might be signing up for multiple different webinars. So if they've checked this for any webinar, you'll have them checked as the contact. But now we've got a new webinars panel as well. So each webinar will have its own panel. This is under contacts. And for every webinar this contact has, they'll have different webinar stats. And here we can see webinar, we have signed up for the webinar. And if we actually checked it for this webinar, you'll have the GDPR checked here as well. So I did this before activating the GDPR. New here, we have arrived 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 2 minutes before starting. That's not good English, is it? Arrive 2 minutes and 2 minutes before starting. If you see this now, I'm on it. I'm going to fix this up. But basically what it says is it tells you how early they actually arrived or signed up for the actual Evergreen webinar. And then if you've got the premium option, you'll have the progress as well. So you'll see exactly how far they are either in the webinar or how far did they complete the Evergreen webinar before they left. And then you'll be able to see their comments down here as well. So it's a much nicer layout, and now we've got the GDPR compliance option. If you do have the developer license, then you've got this super awesome Evergreen host. So if you want to generate these Evergreen webinars really quickly for your prospects or whatever to show them how they actually look, we can go and click Evergreen Webinar Host, put in a keyword. So let's try something really different. That's not different, is it? That's how my brain works. So marketing webinar. So we can go select this, and basically what it does is it goes ahead and builds the webinar for you. And here it's thrown me directly into it. And what it's done is it's imported attendees with an example email and with all the comments. So here we can look at the comments. This is called the Evergreen host, and it actually builds these Evergreen webinars. We've got all the comments ready to go. If we look at the registration page, it's already built a registration page. It's built a welcome page. It's built the webinar ready to go, and you can obviously customize these. And if I take a look at the replay link here, I have to save that when I open the replay link. Webinar not active. Okay, let's activate it. I'm just showing you this while I've got you here. Why make another video and bring you back? My goodness, you've got enough stuff to do. Okay, let me just show the comments. So this is the replay feature that is inside the premium package. And what I'm just quickly showing you is the new developer tool, which is the Evergreen host that came with the developer package. So let's have a look at this replay link. What have I done? Show controls, can pause, show comments. Let's do that with the replay so that I can actually fast forward and show you that all the comments from that video have been imported, and I can edit them or remove them, whatever I want. So here we go. Okay, webinar going. And I've got the controls there as I have set it with the replay. And comments, let's just jump ahead so we can see the comments. So here you can see all these comments. It's imported them ready for me. If I go down further, you can see we've got more comments. Really cool. So that is for you developer guys, so that you can literally create these in seconds. You can create a complete presentation, Evergreen webinar, and you can basically contact this guy and say, hey, look what I did with your webinar, and get yourself another client. So that's a wrap for this video. It is Matthew McDonald here, wishing you a happy new year. Hope you have had a good Christmas break. Evergreen Webinar Plugin is getting better. I'm super excited to have you on as a customer, and I'm going to see you in another video very soon. Over and out.